We are live. So the printer doesn't make too much noise and it starts rumbling the entire house. But no, there's a few things in, if you look at the early clan history, that is really weird. And there's stuff that they've talked about and stuff that's in various books and various things that just don't exist anywhere else. They keep talking about the warlock. Apparently, there is a warlock assault omni-mech that was designed by Clan Coyote. We don't have stats for that anywhere. And I've dug through a lot of stuff to try to find it. It just doesn't exist, which is not a good thing.
Wouldn't be the first time. Even in the creative manual for one of the Rasselhog characters, it actually describes her Griffin, where it was like the one with the LRM-20. They downgraded it so that they could put a hatchet on it. In the creative manual book, does not give you a sheet to play with.
Yeah. Well, at least it's just a config of an existing mech, right?
Yeah, not an actual
Not
thing.
an actual, this is the first assault omni mech known as the Warlock. Other mechs were built to fight the Warlock. What does the Warlock do, and what does it look like? Was it a 100-tonner, or was it, an 80-tonner? Was it how well was it equipped? Why wasn't it used during the Operation Revival? Because they still were using some antiques during that period, anyways. Even the Timberwolf's pretty darn old by that point.
Yeah.
So odd things.
How far from which edge did you want me?
Nort 3X, Nort 1X, you're just coming in. Your mission is to capture Rex, not destroy Rex. Destroyed is if you don't really have a choice, you might have to. I do have to say that it deploys. How do you do deploy as shutdown? Is there an option for that? It's not munitions. It in standing prone, eat at the start, deployment. Well, I could do eat at the start and put it at eat 40, but that might blow up. That's the bad thing.
Yeah, might not want to risk that.
It's supposed to be shut down at the start of the mission. You're showing up as they're trying to get things ready. You do not know if it is armed with nuclear weapons right now or not. So you might want to be careful because, accidental nukes are a thing.
A horrifying thought. Especially to a
Wolfhound and wolf trap situation. Well, the wolf trap's terrible, so let's not talk about the wolf trap too much. The real problem of the wolf trap is that the Centurion exists. It's basically a Centurion that's 3 million C-bills more. That's what a wolf trap is. And that's really not good. But I do take it as boatless lasers pointing forward at least, so there's that.
I recall Wolf Trap's also kind of thinly armored for a medium.
It's okay. It's overall an okay mech, but it doesn't perform well enough compared to everything else. And I mean, you can get cheaper mechs and more common mechs with similar performance. So, kind of sad. Wolfhound, though. Wolfhounds. Yeah, I've never had problems with the Wolfhound. The Wolfhound 2. Wolfhound 1 runs really odd, but the Wolfhound marked the WLF2 with the double heat sinks. Never had any trouble with that one.
King of IS Clan Invasion Lights.
Yeah, there's...
Or at least...
I mean, try to think about it. I mean, the Jenner, can be pretty useful, but I mean it's really fragile. A lot of the good lights for the inner sphere are really fragile. So there, that's the big advantage of the Wolfhound. It's just not super fragile. It's fast enough. It's got decent enough bracket ranges, enough guns. It will do what it's meant to do, which is better than a lot of other mechs out there. I
It's a light hunter.
mean, there's the Panther with the double
It
eat
does its job.
sinks. That is pretty good. Which one else in the light? I mean, a javelin or a fire javelin can be pretty nasty as well.
Yep. I think Davian's brought out the Valkyrie with the Artemis in it by then.
No, it has one major flaw. It's a Valkyrie. Medium
is
pulse
true.
laser LRM-10 with Artemis. Like, no. I mean, two medium lasers or more ammo or, you know, something like that. It's the medium pulse laser that kills it. Medium pulse lasers are they're just not good, people. Inner sphere pulse lasers, never use them. They are terrible. X pulses are okay, but they run crazy odd, so you have to be more careful. But regular inner sphere pulse lasers, the Sixth World had a big video on it, and it's the one thing you quote Wayne Gretzky about every time. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and with medium pulse lasers and large pulse lasers from the inner sphere side, you are not going to be taking any shots. There we go. I think we're good to go. No, let me check one thing. Actually, let me check one thing. Not
One more thing, they'll hit it. All right. I'll go and just ready up for you.
quirks. Oh no, I do not want a password called quirks. I want to search for quirks. Strat ops quirks. Yes, please.
Order.
We didn't have quirks on yesterday. Now we have quirks on.
Yes, we want neck quirks.
Yeah, because it makes the game more.
Yep,
It makes
there
the
it goes.
game more exciting. And okay, how to capture the mech? You need to bring either your battle armors to it or two mechs around it. If there's battle armors,
Mix around
if
it,
the
or
battle
the
armors are
armor.
swarming it, it's considered captured.
All right, and they also have an Executioner Prime.
They have a big boy. They have a big boy. They've got basically the Black Warriors have a bunch of dark cast equipment, is what you've learned. And this Rex battle mech unit or super heavy mech, well, you've learned that it's a Word of Blake prototype. That was basically they've got it for some reason, and even the Word of Blake is not quite sure why they have it. So there's questions being asked right now. And I don't like that the Rex is worth just 100 points more than the Executioner. Jesus. Clan mechs, ladies and gentlemen.
ISB like.
And I mean, it's fully clan geared, except for the no, it's fully clan geared. It doesn't have any weird non-clan equipment. Well, it has a C3 computer that it's not using right now, and it has well, it's a super heavy, so it has to be inner sphere. But outside of that, it should be mostly clan equipment. You might have to go to view and show possible moves or control Q on your side, because that's how the new system took it off, basically.
Yeah, they did a couple of updates.
Yeah.
Just a few.
Building top.
Just because aesthetics.
All right. Deploy.
Sensor range.
Building top. There's a few nice updates that I do like, but I had to redo all my settings, all my things, but that's updating MegaMek for you. It didn't
Yep,
burn the entire thing to the
I
ground, so that's
did.
a start.
I updated one to the new 50.6
Hmm.
version, I believe it was. I was just like, oh, lovely. Everything's all over the place. I have to reset. But then you open up the mech lab, and now you can have multiple mechs next to each other. So make
Oh,
sure you're.
you're giving
Yeah,
me
it was so nice.
you're giving me some hope that
So
they're
you,
they're being a little bit smarter than they used to.
yeah, I was doing some trying to make a variant on a Omni series
Hmm.
variant on different machines. That was so nice to like just immediately reference instead of loading up extra files and having a bunch of
Yeah,
tabs open.
I can imagine.
It's just like boom, there.
There, I have to resize this a little bit. See,
We're seeing some tanks and turrets and parts. Oh god, I see C3. Here we go again. Hey,
it's a very odd C3 setup. The two partisan and the two yellow jackets.
I see that. That is. I don't know how I feel
They're
about
the
that.
PPC yellow jackets, so they're not as threatening.
Yellow jacket's a yellow jacket.
Yes, it is a yellow jacket. Can I? No, can't. Let me move this so I can see what's on this side. Ugh. This side's a little bit gravelly, a little bit harder to stick other tanks on one side.
Okay. Okay.
One of the great classic mech, the Flashman.
Mm,
If you want a good mech, the basic Flashman is the thing. Any modernization of it is actually not as good as the original.
yeah, the was it the 8K the original?
Yep.
Yeah, I think the only one that they really actually did better was is one of the Ilcon Dark Age, and they put re-engineered large lasers in it, or
Eh, that
AES in the armor,
that will
something
be
like that.
useful. That will be
Yeah,
useful. And
but that's I think that's all they did. It's perfection as is.
I mean, the Succession War version of it is entirely terrible. But we don't talk about that one.
Well, all the Succession era mechs are just awful. They lost all the good toys.
I mean, there's a reason for at least for the Flashman. I mean, a light bulb mech without double heat sinks, things won't end well.
Oh, wait, I forgot.
All right, is it crashing or is it me?
Oh no, no, I didn't hit done.
Okay, I was
There we go.
worried there for a second. Okay, I am not shooting arrow 4 turn 1. Technically supposed to be shut down, so I'll just click shut down. This unit has not moved. Yes, I know. It is shut down in a building. That's what's going on. Well, let's try it. Am I going to crash into a wall? No, I didn't.
Huzzah! Progress. Oh, this because there's no asphalt. That's why.
Well, this one's kitted.
We
and
spoke
scrape
too
this
soon.
and scraped its right side. It didn't blow itself up, so that's a start, but it did scrape its right side. Well, those don't really have the option to go. The other two don't really have an option to go anywhere but straight. So let's go with that.
Fair enough.
Bandersnatch, apparently fairly popular with at least one member on the Discord. I've personally never played it, so I can't say if it's good or bad. It's one of those things I've never touched.
I don't think I've ever ran a Bandersnatch myself either. You see how that works.
It looks threatening.
4, 6, LBX 10s, ERs, and LRM 10s. Yeah, that looks like a souped up hammer hands in a way.
Yeah. It's unlike the Hammerhands, it has armor in the back, so it's a start. The Hammerhand is like the enforcer. It's going to be facing the enemy. So face the enemy.
Bonjour.
Well, there's a dragonfly in front of my bandit. It went much faster than expected. Wait, no, it went exactly the speed I expected a firefly to go. Jeez, not a firefly, a dragonfly. One's good, the other one's terrible.
The other one required clan equipment to make it good. The other one was good because it's clan equipment.
Well, it's not the best, but at what it does, it is really good. That's the thing with it. I mean, if you're using it as it's kind of a battering ram, it won't work. But if you use it as a smart little bug hunter, it's going to do great.
Bug hunter, elemental carrier. You need to go someplace fast. You don't necessarily need to do a lot of shooting in the process. It probably only has 3 weapons.
Well, you can load a lot of ER medium lasers because ER medium lasers are awesome.
Yeah, it's true. True.
That's the beauty of the ER medium lasers. Even medium pulse lasers, I mean, are to argue clan medium pulse lasers are to argue that they're bad guns. Inner sphere, terrible. Clan, great.
Brand spanking refurbished thing's gonna just waddle up in these trees.
So he slide slipped 1X, crashed into the hill, and blew out 3 points of armor on its side. Nice job, Bandit.
It could have been worse. That could have been a lot worse.
It could have been immobilized by the damage because it's another tank. And we've seen that happen a few times already.
That one that fell in the basement still makes me chuckle.
That is a very sad day. All right, do you see anything? What? No, I don't see anything with the gladiator. Huh. The mountains are just big enough to be a problem. But the Flashman sees the Kraken, but has nothing that can really reach it. I can cluster at the Kraken and maybe hit it.
Well, opening volleys usually guarantee the miss.
Well, better shoot my PPC at the other Viper because the other one's too close. I thought I had one of each of the bandits on each side, but no, I brought the 2 PPCs on one side and the other one's the smaller ones. It's not the Not the best. I should have checked what I was deploying. There, I'll go with my actual, what I should actually say here. All right. You with a PPC. Well, you've got a chance to hit. All right. You with the light Gauss rifles.
Oh,
Light Gauss rifles have a chance to hit because they've got crazy range.
oop. I think I just got disconnected. Something just. Did the whole thing go down? Power short. Professor saying power shorted. Technical difficulties. Let's get him back. Yeah, looks like Professor. Yeah, you just sent me message. Power shorted at on his end. Yep. Yeah, it looks like power short on his end. Okay, so go flip the breaker back on. You should be back in a minute or two. That doesn't happen not all that often.
Power shorted probably my printer.
Okay,
So I am not sure what it's doing now. Does it say I'm disconnected from MegaMek?
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it disconnected me as well. All right,
okay.
all right. I'll try to connect back in. printer bird a little too much. Let's see. Come on. Did not work on mine. You back in?
All right. Sorry about that, everyone.
I am trying to get back into the game.
I might have to restart. It did save something.
Yeah, it failed on my end.
All right. Okay, I'm still on Radmin. That's a good start. Oh yeah, things are being weird here. We are the 22nd. Last save was round 1 autosave. That is here. I will load it. Load and see how it goes.
Wait for it to load and then I'll try to pop back in. There we
All
go.
right. Good boy.
Yay! Try this again.
Yeah.
All right, once more
Yeah,
with
with
feeling.
Let's just see what we're gonna do.
Okay, so we're back here. Okay.
It disconnected me again. Not sure what's going on because now it's not power, or at least not power to my computer. That's the issue. Which is weird. Okay, I'll have to probably close it and reopen it.
All right.
All right. Waiting to see if my wife sends me anything saying that the power is flickering. Or if it's just me, well, it's just me. It's my bad. I tried too hard. Got so far, blah, blah, blah. That particular song, everybody knows it.
Fingers crossed. Survey says.
Yeah, this is going to be a weird day.
think it's on indirect attack on your end, or you
Yes.
still
Okay. So that's
checking
that's
your
good.
area?
All right.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, we'll mess with other things later. We'll just play this and then mess with things after. I'm not going to be able to shoot this turn anyway, so let's move things as fast as I can.
Pretty much everything. All my movements are going to be the same because there's nowhere I can really go at the moment. But forward, march.
Okay. That's the flash man. Yeah, it does need to go fast. And Bandersnatch was able to shoot something last time, so I'll still move it where I moved it last time. Now the bandits, I might be a little bit more careful with.
Well, surely they can't slip and slide 2 times in a row.
No, they will. They will. We all know they will.
Yes, they will.
But I'm gonna try not to have them like right in front of your dragonflies, so they get kicked turn one.
Yeah, you had a pretty high TM. I didn't really think I could land that one.
Landing a kick, you probably would have been able to, because it's pretty easy to kick in the end.
Well, at least I can go further down now that those bandits aren't completely in the way.
All right, bring the helicopter slipping and sliding is usually not much of an issue,
Unless it drops
or at least
down.
not as much of
Smacks
an
it.
issue.
Well, you parked it right in front of a level 5. That could have been very bad.
That could have been a problem, though. Yes, you are right.
The chances of a helicopter sliding to the side of a mountain is low, but it's not zero.
I mean, we've had someone kick an helicopter yesterday, so there's
That was
always a
hilarious.
possibility of something like that happening.
DFA VTOL accepts that I'm gonna have a 3-level fall.
Yeah, but it's a useful 3-level fall, not a bad 3-level fall.
Great Father, witness me.
Whee!
And you're still gonna hop in these trees. Alright.
All right. I cannot tag with the C3. You guys have... No, this guy didn't rush. Didn't sprint, so maybe he would have been able to hit. The chances were very low, so probably. I'll save my Gauss rifle shots and my ER large laser shots.
Energy's energy.
The problem is it doesn't the gladiator, the executioner, does run odd if you start shooting everything all the time. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're out of range of these guys, out of range of these guys. The ERPPCs are in range though, so I can at least ERPPC at you. I can also light Gauss and ER large laser with the mult case. Even though the chances are pretty minimal. You never know. It's Battletech. Weirder things have happened.
That's the franchise's motto right there. It's BattleTech. Weirder things. Who are you?
Hey, 12 is a number I can hit, so I will roll. Those are on 11s. Jeez, even better.
Because the trees.
Well, trees do happen. You can burn them down. It is an option.
Yeah, but they're also currently helping me, so that tree. Just that tree, not the other tree. The other tree knows what it's did.
One of the tree knew what it did, and the other one doesn't.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh well.
So 13. It's not. 13 is not a number I can hit. Sorry. The LB10Xs
Survey
don't do much.
says
PPCs don't do much. The Black Python, well, that's one hell of a shot. Twice. Needed 6. Jeez. I did move that guy, didn't I? Pulse lasers.
not very far.
Pulse lasers. Well, that Maltke's not moving anywhere anytime soon. No, it's just -1 to it. Oh, just -1 MP. Okay.
Just -1.
It's going to be slow, but not terribly slow. The other one, he gets even more. Misses with his Gauss rifles, misses with his Gauss rifle. Well, one of the bandits immobile.
Bandits immobile. That didn't take long.
Another one took 1 MP damage. My stuff just goes all over the place, even though my pellets are not all entirely terrible. They're just, not the greatest. So, do we have any physical attacks? I don't think so.
I have not. You are not punching your Star Commander. Stop
that. The problem is if you're in a VTOL and there's still a Highlander, he's got SRM-6, he's got an RM-20, and a Gauss rifle. I mean, it doesn't take much for a Gauss rifle to just, punch in your cockpit. So you're never entirely safe. No, I don't have any. I don't want to punch my own mechs. No. It is not necessary here.
Roll for wisdom save. Is that actually an enemy?
You never know. It might become an enemy tomorrow.
There's too much jamming. Just look through the cockpit. Oh, but that's boring.
The following unit is stranded. Well, yeah, I know. I know. They're stranded. You can unload them. It's fine.
It's like, boss, we're stuck. We're stuck.
Get out of the damn mech. I mean, it's not the... Not the best battle armors, but it's the battle armors I have.
Waddle, waddle. My first assault mech. Waddle, waddle.
It's not like they're meant to be super fast, but... I mean...
Not a Kraken.
Abandoned a vehicle that is immobile. That's what I do with all my other tanks that are immobile. Because I do have some semblance of morale rules.
fast. Hopscotch. Yes. Yep, that should work. Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, not moving this guy just yet. Where'd that dragonfly go? Jeez, all the way down there. Hard to see because there's a whole lot of things in the way. Okay,
Yep.
just stay there. You try to chase
Definitely
it
can't see
down.
anything on the mini map. Can't see nothing on the mini map.
I mean, you can't see much, and I can't see much either from there. So, I'm not sure what I want to do with these guys just yet. Yeah, but I have to move. I have to move something, don't I? It's always the problem. You always have to move something without knowing where you're gonna go. Well, let's just move the Moltke forward and hope for the best.
It's the nature of the beast. I can get partial cover at least. Going over here.
It's the best I can really do with this guy. I don't think the partisans will be able to see much, unfortunately. The warrior, because warriors are great helicopters that we've learned to hate and love.
No, I'm not that
Okay.
great.
Crazily enough, looking at the Donner, the basically the clan warrior, I almost like the warrior better because the SRM2s can carry the tandem rounds, while the Streak 2s can't. You do have a little bit more range though on the streaks for the clan streaks, so it helps a little bit.
Yeah, that's valid. You know what? I use that special pilot ability that I just happen to have and make sure I'm in good position. Hippity hoppity.
That's a Viper. Let's try not to put the helicopter right in front of the Viper, but putting it behind is not a bad spot to put it. If it doesn't side slip all the way. Where did it side slip to?
Almost directly to the right.
Yeah, it didn't crash. I'll take not crashing.
Yeah.
It's always a good start. He won't be able to get behind you, though. He'll have to get to the
No, but he's right.
side of you. He'll have to get to the side. That's the problem. I mean, it's great to get behind people with the helicopters, but I mean, you do have to do those piloting skill checks to be able to do it. So.
Mm-hmm.
If I click unload, then move, do I move, then unload?
I think it unloads after you move. So you click where you want to go, hit unload, and then it'll unload when you get there. That's how it works with elementals.
It's not what I'd really want to happen.
No, they're gaining
that is what is going to happen.
And then when they unload, they can't shoot that turn, but they can start moving and shooting.
Yeah.
Scooting and shooting next turn.
Longinus are not super fast. They replicate the regular battle armor, but since it's inner sphere gear, you can't jump with them. So it's always a trade with these things. Yeah, we'll try to tag. Yeah, okay, it
Just a
didn't
little,
work.
just a little give and take. All right. First things first.
Kraken. Well, I see it, so I'm gonna shoot it. I've got no reasons not to. I mean, if I don't start shooting, I am going to die before anything good happens. So,
What? Nah.
um, geez, it's a 12 to hit the Firefly that's got partial cover. Ouch.
Sounds about right.
Well, it's what's gonna I have gonna have to try. Oof, that's a 13. 13 is a little bit too high. Bandit with the PPC. I mean, let's try. Um, all right. Well, you've got a lot of little lasers and machine guns, so try it. Um,
It's just a choice.
I wish we had the improved SRMs that you can put on battle armors on battle mechs every once in a while. It would
Yep.
be it would be useful. Moltke Mark II. No, do not shoot at my own helicopters. That would be a bad idea once again.
You should have paid me my money. Where's the
Do you,
back pay, Jerry?
yeah, you're bothering me about the back pay. I should be the front pay or whatever. I can't remember what it says in that George Thorogood song. He was worried about the front rent. She should have been worried about the no. She was worried about the back rent. She should have worried about the front rent or whatever.
However it goes.
I mean, I listen to those songs every once in a while, but not super often. Just often enough. And you see, oh, you do see the firefly, the dragonfly in the crater because you're on a level 3. Okay, it's the turrets that are on level 3, so they see a little bit more than most people. Large pulse laser damaged the rotor. Large pulse laser damages the rotor. Those were two hell of a shots.
Just spray and pray. Hit something.
The gladiator does it with a ER large.
laser. Right.
Not LBX. It's the Kraken. The Moltke is slowing down even more. It'll turn into a turret. It's fine. Well, one of the bandits immobile once, twice, 3 times,
3 times.
and a half MP
And then
on top of it.
half of negative 0.
Half of triple -0, not just regular -0, very -0. And the tandem's almost doing good. You know, I've had good luck with them yesterday, so I don't expect wonders today. But didn't manage to hit the head on one of them,
That'd be Cooper.
and
Oh
destroyed.
no!
Well, it's hyper assault Gauss ammo, which doesn't explode, so you're good
Thank
there.
God.
That's the weakness of the Bane in most of its configurations.
Yeah, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, oh.
No, the Ag 2040s missed, but a large pulse laser hit the Gladiator.
Should have fired up.
A little bit more damage out of the helicopters. The Yellow Jackets don't do much, unfortunately. The other Moltke doesn't do much either. I don't know, one of them is doing okay. Jeez.
One of, your, one of the turrets found some, and the partisan.
Well, the turrets being since they don't move, they're gonna be able to hit most stuff, and the partisans loaded with precision ammo, so I would expect them to hit a few things. Physical
Right.
attacks. We have. Well, you
Yes,
have
we
some. I honestly don't.
let's see. Do we squish battle armor or kick the
Mr.
tank?
Browning, have a good evening. Sorry if I didn't respond sooner.
I kick the tank.
You kicked the tank and it's now slower. I mean, 16 damage is quite a bit. Okay.
Right, so one's at 4. This is fine.
Let's see what I'm doing. No indirect attacks. Yes, unload the stranded unit.
These guys. Everything. Yes. That's pointless.
All right.
Uh-oh. The Rex
Uh,
is on the move. Oh, that's improved heavy Gauss. Oh, that's a improved heavy Gauss. That's horrible. That's horrible.
it's horrifying. I
Truly a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Uh,
mean, Arrow 4 improved heavy Gauss and a lot of small pulse lasers. It's not optimized in any way. But it does have maximum ballistic reinforced armor. So if you're shooting at it with anything that's not lasers, you're going to have a hard time.
I think all I have is lasers outside of the Kraken, so I'm hopefully okay. We shall see.
You're immobile. You eject because you are immobile and you're in an hovercraft. That is usually not a good place to be.
Woods, but let's see.
I won't move
Those
these
two
guys just
behind.
yet. Can I get on top of anything? Ugh. But I mean, you're not in a. I mean, you've got eye movement because you're jumping around like crazy, but.
I'm trying.
Okay, they changed the delayed initiative on the infantry. Okay. Or I might have just flipped a setting that I shouldn't have flipped.
Possible.
Either or. Hmm. Light Gauss rifles don't have precision ammo, unfortunately. That would make them way too good. They're already pretty decent now that I've been using them more. I like them more than I used to. try to get into a position where you can see as many things as possible, I guess. Same with you. Bring the annoying helicopters in the way. Yellow Jack. Utter Yellow Jack. With the rotor almost taken off. You know what? I'm not sticking around with my rotor almost taken off. That's not a safe thing to do.
He's feeling the wobble in the joystick right now.
I mean, when you see the flashes of lasers and you see like just chunks of your rotor just fall off, you're like, no, I'm not staying here. Don't think it's a safe thing to do. We're not at the super courageous portion of our little expedition here. We're at the maybe we shouldn't have fucked with the with the Steel Viper that much portion of our expedition.
Steel Viper is like, you have chosen death.
Even worse. It's even worse than that. They also decided to piss off the remnants of the Word of Blake. Those guys are not nice, you know.
Oh, they're on everyone's
shit list.
No wonder everyone's invading this planet. All right. It's like, you stop existing.
Oh, the C3's body mounted. So okay, all right, that's just annoying, but it's fine. It's fine.
And that's all I can do.
You know what what Arrow 4s can do? Direct fire.
Yes, it is horrifying, and I've done that to a locust, and I didn't feel bad about it.
As long as you don't shoot it point
Shouldn't
blank.
have run up on my chaparral. Shouldn't have run up on my chaparral. That's rude.
Well, I might be an artillery mech, but at least I'm not rude. All right, let's try to shoot at the Bane once again. Let's try to shoot at a... The funniest thing about the Flashman is if you read the lore in the original 2750 book, where it actually says, like, yeah, the Star League was ordering them by the regiment. Not like, yeah, we ordered a couple, we ordered a bunch. No, like, can you get me, like, 4 regiments of them? Like, just, how many regiments can you send? That is not the way you're supposed to be dealing with that kind of equipment. That is a battle armor point. You do not see anything from where you are at. You, however, you see a Viper. That's not going to do much. But hey, we're going to try. Those guys can shoot at the Kraken with their auto rifles on top of it.
Such brave soldiers.
And a whole lot of SRMs. That's the scary bit. If those very bad things might start happening.
Well, let's see if this works. Fingers crossed.
There's one of the dragonflies I might be focusing fire on a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
There's one that's at +4, the other one's at +5. So I'm going to be trying my
Yeah,
best.
one's in a light wood, which is certainly helping.
This partisan there. I mean, the C3 is also helping a whole lot for these here. Helicopters with C3s are a very unpleasant thing to have. Because helicopters with C3 will be behind you. There's no like they might or whatever. They will just be at 1x behind you and giving you trouble.
Mm-hmm. Survey says
Improved Gauss goes all the way, and the Arrow 4 goes all the way. Executioner getting chewed up quite a bit.
scatter shot.
Gladiator.
I already see the Kraken's prone.
I didn't hit it with that much. Well, no, I did hit it with the. It's probably the SRM4s from the Longinus that are going to cause a whole lot of problems. Well, there's a large pulse laser that hit one of the bandits, and it's now immobile. The Flashman misses with everything. The Bandersnatch misses with everything. The Bandit misses with... No, not everything. It did it with one medium laser.
Yeah, that one Dragonfly's taking some fire.
Heavy gun emplacement. That's always weird. I always have a hard time reading the reports for that. Oh, but the turret's on fire. That's usually not a good sign. When things start on getting on fire. Yeah, it's the advanced SRM4s. 16 missile hits. On
Yeah, that'll
none of
do
them
it.
hit the head, though. That is something.
Yep, so just a normal wobble fall over.
Well, there's an Ag 20 that did hit, though, so that's 24 points of damage on the Gladiator. Ouch. Warrior hitting, but not doing terribly much. ERPPC misses. Light Gauss, are large misses. The Moltkeys, they're not being great.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, well, the Partisan with 2 Ultra AC5s and armor piercing AC2s. I didn't turn the AC5s on auto. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Other one with precision AC5s. I mean, I needed 6 to hit on a mech that jumped for +4, so that was rather crazy. LBX. The missiles kind of go all over the place. The Gladiator falls over. The Bane falls over. And there was...
So, I'm not getting kicked by Gladiator this turn.
That is probably a good thing, isn't it?
But I can kick him.
Then you hit the head, and then things go sideways.
Salvage. Fingers crossed. Yes, kick.
No, you hit the legs. Even though he was prone, you managed to hit the leg. How'd you manage that?
He's jarred at the moment.
I mean, it did take a whole lot of damage. And
Cooper's a shooter, not a fighter. He's a good clanner.
I mean, gladiators are tough, but not that tough. Between the gladiator and the kingfisher, I honestly don't know which one I like more in this particular kind of area of expertise, let's say.
Alright. since you're just simple, just gonna stand you the hell back up and make sure you're facing the right direction. Don't you know I'm still standing? Got to have 40s.
Hard to say what's gonna happen next. Just turn that way. And there was a. Oh no, that's the Longinus that needs to act now. Come on, guys, you can run. You can probably get somewhere at some point. Maybe use your own SRMs to do something nasty. From there, I'll have a good vantage point on things to shoot. Let's try this. All right, that kind of worked. You have been immobilized. Immobilized right into open? Yeah, no. You are abandoning your unit. No if, buts, or whatever about it. You are abandoning.
Flee.
If you were in the woods, something like that, maybe, but not right into open like that. That would be a death sentence, and even worse in some other cases. So you've got a decent vantage point from there. Moltke, where did I put those? The partisan, just stay there, be a good anti-air turret, stay where you're supposed to be, and hope nobody shoots at you because you're armored like a snowblower. 80-ton tank shouldn't have 96 points of armor. Just saying. I think the Shrek's in the same category, actually. Big, nice PPC carrier, all sorts of big guns, but definitely not enough armor.
Yeah. Then you go to Kokus and Burks. Plenty of armor. Plenty of firepower.
Yeah, plenty of everything, but not much of anything else. That's the problem. No, the Burke.
A heavy tank with 3 large pulse lasers? That's just
that is nasty. Okay, yeah. I was thinking the Burks, what?
PPCs,
yeah, but it's 2-3. It's slow as balls. So you have to trade something at some point. Something's got to give. Yeah, that's how the song goes.
Great, now it's all stuck in my head. Hey, way to go. Let's see, you are too close. And I can use the cover.
Okay. The Viper's backing on the Kraken. Yeah. Bandersnatch, move forward. Try to be awesome. I don't guarantee it'll work, but you'll try. Yeah, those Dragonfly went to a very, very bad place for me. I'll have to keep shooting at them.
Your secrets, give them to me.
Well, the turrets can shoot you. That's about what we'll be able to. Unless I blow up my own walls. No, CF40. It's actually easy to bust through. I have to think here as to what I will do.
Heck.
I can't do that. Okay, well, I'll move there then. You move there. No, not there. Not there, there. I'll move there. And that's a very slow multi. But hey, it's moving. C3 won't be able to do anything, so oops. One of the turrets gone. There's now a hole instead of a location.
All right. Question is, what needs to be done most?
Trying to do silly things here. I do see one of the guys, but shoot the arrow 4 next to him. I mean, that's a place it can go. And small pulse at him, I guess. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have come all that super close with the Dragonfire. Because a Gauss rifle has a tendency to not be that good at close range. Oh well. We'll still use it. From where you are, you do not see anything. From where you are, you do not see anything. Bandit does see things, so it will do things. But most of the battle armor units are not going to be able to do much. You're just out of range for that. All right, let's try that. I have to try to take out those dragonflies because bad things might happen if they are around there. Okay, light Gauss. Is there woods in the way? There is woods in the way, unfortunately. You do not see anything. You do not see anything. I thought the other partisan might have seen the targets, but he doesn't. So we'll do that. Twist this way. One of the LRM-5 turret can do a little bit of work. The LRM-15 turrets can't do much, but they're still gonna try to shoot.
Let's see.
Oh, I missed and blew out part of the wall instead of blowing up the mech. Oh well. I mean, it was worth a try.
Oh dear, I think bad things happened to Cooper.
Gladiator's not doing much. Some of
Got
the
one
Longinus
trooper.
are getting chewed up pretty bad.
Oh, gyro on Cooper.
Ooh, gyro hit on a LBX
Oh,
round.
the Rex took one head hit.
Whoa. Well, that could be a problem. Take
Snuck around the
11
corner.
damage to the head. It's not dead. It's not dead. Not
No,
yet. It's not dead, but
he's a open cockpit now.
it's a yeah, like at the end of when you're doing the final battle in Metal Gear Solid 1, the cockpit's open and liquid's yelling at you. Rotor it. Recoilless rifle and auto rifles don't do much. Some tandem SRM rounds not doing much, but still doing some damage. The RPPC glancing blow, but still it's 2 points of damage. Okay, no, it's honestly not much. Because oh no, yeah, the dragonfly as the narrow profile quirk already, so you take a quarter of the damage on a glancing blow in these
Good stuff, yeah.
situations. Moltke not doing much. Starting fires in various buildings, blowing up my own walls.
There we go.
Executioner getting it with 40 projectiles from an Ag 40. Engine it and consciousness roll for the first one. For the
Lower
second one,
leg.
jump jet on the lower leg. Okay. But that one only 24 pellets it. Just
And
24
another
points,
engine hit.
64 points of damage out of the Ags. Oh, and the large pulse leader does another engine it. Isn't that great? All right. Well, shooting at the buildings. The cluster rounds doing what cluster rounds are meant to do. The LRM turret's not doing much. Rex falls over.
And Cooper
Pilot's not
fell over
unconscious.
and blacked out. Oh no.
Ooh, that's the Bane will have to protect them.
Yep. Protect the boss.
The Executioner fell over. And I mean, with a 60 points of damage, I put the rules in with for every 20 point of damage, you have a +1 to your felony skill roll. So
That's probably why. Yeah, needed an 8, rolled a 3. So
that's
fell over.
not that as easy. I might switch that back because that might lead to some people falling on the floor a little bit more than wanted.
Well, at least he's in light woods, so it's something. But yeah, he took 3 pilot hits from all that.
Ugh.
And
You'll have to take a lot of Motrin.
Yeah, Cooper's gonna be taking a nap for a little while.
All right, what can I do? That's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. That would not have happened. Let's try to get up with the big boy. Okay, it got up. All right. Anything else I have to morale move? Not really. Okay. Maybe I'll see something from there. We'll see.
Alright. He needs to just stand there and protect his commander. So, I'd rather not, but I really need to.
All right, get there. Which one is that? Okay, it's the one. Yeah, I can't abandon battle armor units, but in some cases I would. Geez, how tough were those building? Oh, okay. I shot a whole lot at the walls and they didn't crumble. I'm a little bit surprised.
Hmm.
Trying to move there.
All right.
So it might be why you might be right when you're trying to ignite buildings. Probably the smarter way to go because I think just shooting at it doesn't seem to do much. Could maybe try to Kool-Aid man through him, but
Hmm. There's no good place to go. Oh. Someone just go zoop.
as an APC, he doesn't really have a good reason to stick around. So
Fire. Not very high, but we'll go there anyway.
you move over there. Battle armor squad. Where is that one? Oh, it's the one that's all the way back there. Yeah, okay, keep going forward. Try to get somewhere.
At this point, they're just escorting the tank crew back to the base, not knowing what's going on. All they hear screaming over the comms.
There are explosions. All right, let's try this.
All right. This is the. We are the heart of the clan. We are. We are.
Oh, I didn't. 11 points of damage doesn't cripple the Ed of super heavy. Okay, I never checked the Ed armor on a super heavy. I was just under the impression it was always going to be 9. Okay, so it's more than 9. How much is it? Does it say? I mean, it's almost gone, which is not good. What do we have here? What is the next course of action? No, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay. Actual fire phase. Okay, that's because I popped the thing up. Um, that particular version of the Dragonfire is pretty good. That's because X-Pulse lasers are not entirely terrible, so I have to. Oh, well, the Flashman can't do anything. Okay. About the Bandersnatch. Eh, not great, not terrible. We'll take it. Uh, no, that's not what I want to do. Uh, oh, I can't swarm because I've got the launcher still stuck on my back. How do I jettison the launcher? Probably have to do it during the movement phase. Okay. All right. Well, shoot with that support PPC then. Okay. Okay.
Go 10, 8, 8
That's not going to do much. Okay, no, I was on the wrong ones. Okay, that's why.
I screwed that up. Oh well. Kraken is going to be a bit toasty after this round.
Well, you lost a double eat sinks, and ags do run decently odd, so you'd have to be careful about that. Twist. Point towards the Viper. Well, one of the various forms of Viper that is over there. I can just forget that particular LRM turret because it's not going to be doing any good here. The other one might. Who knows? The improved Heavy Gauss hasn't scored any hits yet. The Rex is taking more damage. Gladiator does hit the Bane with a Gauss rifle. Dragonfly, it's the Rex a little bit more. The other Dragonfly is hitting the Rex even more. Dragonfire is it with the Gauss rifle, but nothing else. Bandersnatch is shooting at some guys that are still on the Dragonfly. Oh, the Gladiator is lost the left leg. That's a problem.
All right.
And then I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't seen what happens with him falling down. That's the next bit. Helicopters not doing much. Maltkey not doing much. The other one.
Oh, the other Black Python fell. Took a pilot hit.
All right. Well, it's all the shots from all the little tanks that are causing issues there. The Rex is falling over again. Gladiator, just a mask critical and the pilot blacking out.
And blacked
So,
out.
yeah. Physical attacks, do I have any? I do not have any.
Kick the building. Kick the building.
That is always a thing you can do.
He cannot do anything, so I'm just going to honk.
I mean, If your kick started a fire, though, I'd start asking questions.
That would be hilarious.
I mean, you hit a propane tank, and then Ank Ill gets really mad at you.
And Cooper's still knocked out.
Just try to get up. Okay, you got up. That's a entirely good thing. Let's get the D6s out. He's staying. He's staying. He's still
Still in this fight.
he's still in this. He doesn't. He's not too sure, but he's still in the fight.
Well, he's also still in short range of the Kraken's axe. So.
Yeah, the Flashman is in a terrible position. I thought it would be a good idea to bring him up on top of those ills, but the ills are a bit too high for decent maneuvering, so that causes some issues.
It also helps I'm able to do a little kiting with the base's walls.
That is a big advantage there. There's a bit of smoke floating around too in the base, which might be good. Holy. Ag 40s don't fuck around. They really don't.
Right, let's do this. Capture teams deploying.
Oh, this guy's a little bit less motivated. That's a Bandersnatch. Let's try this. It's a yellow jacket. Yeah, let's do this way. Okay. Try to get out of the way a bit. Especially with weapons with massive minimum range.
Keep that TM up. also going to invite your strike team elementals away.
Okay. Let's see. Oh no, that's the tag. I always forget that I have that tag on the C3 unit.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've got nothing you can shoot at because you're in a terrible position. Okay.
Alright,
All right. Let's go with that.
which one is it? That one or that one?
I have to torso twist. Okay. You still haven't fixed that if you have to torso twist before you start firing. Let's see. Old issue. All right, let's do this. You guys have no target. You guys have no target. You guys don't see much either. Right. Here. Still not very good, but better than nothing. These guys. Oh, well, there is an issue with one of my partisan. It's actually a pretty critical issue. It kind of has no ammo left.
Whoopsie daisy.
That's what not enough ammo on a mech with precision ammo looks like. Precision ammos are fun, but they don't last as long. Ooh, I thought Dragonfire would hit a little bit more than that. Well, the partisan, one of the Lance Command version one is losing some movement points. Yeah, missing with the large lasers. Rex is taking a little bit more damage. Oh, missing with everything. I would have expected something from the Bandersnatch to hit. Well, still not looking too good. Okay, Swarm does a little bit of damage. That misses. That misses. The Ag 20, the Ag 40s. Sorry, 20 would be way too small. That's 40 projectiles once again. Jeez. And I mean, you've been hitting with 64 projectiles like every turn where they hit, from what I've noticed, which is an odd, odd occurrence. But, okay. Okay, one of the Maltki at least did some damage. That flew all over the place.
When your Parsons is starting fires.
Which might not be a good thing. No, it didn't start any fire. No fire, no fire, no fire. Okay, good.
No fire, no fire. Okay.
Okay, Rex didn't fall this turn, at least. You try to kick.
No, do not step on your own elementals.
Stepping on your own elementals is usually frowned upon. The big scary guy in MechWarrior 5 Clans Ghost Bear expansion wouldn't like that. Oh, Bandersnatch did pretty good. mean,
Ready?
it is a 75 tonner, so that is a pretty strong kick. But it's not like I'm not doing damage, but no, I am not shooting an arrow 4 at the Bane for the heck of it. That would be funny, but I'm not going to do that. Because it's not going to hit anyways.
Probably not. Miss. Curves. It's the gladiator dead on.
Well, fuck.
Whoops.
Hey, the gladiator pilot woke up and then didn't manage to get back up and blew up his mech. Well, that's a...
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to salvage that, Mr. Stark.
But as the partisan that's out of ammo, you just run away at this point. You just roll as fast as you can out of the way. So maybe you can live to reload those AC5s. Because I think it strips out a ton of ammo for the C3 computer on it. So it has even less ammo than usual. You guys stay on the... if I go through the woods, you might not shoot at me. That's the smart thing to do here. Try to not lose the dragon fire.
Actually, that's pretty good. Oops. Turn in that direction.
Try to... It's going to be silly, but I'm going to try. I mean, those battle armors did take some hits due to being ablative to the... where do I go? You still have ammo, but you're looking rough. Even the AC2s are starting to run low on ammo. I did shoot them every single round since the start of the game because, they're AC2s. So they're going to reach something at some point. And how did he kill himself? By blowing up his machine gun ammo. Congratulations.
Oh, no.
Getting up and hitting your machine gun ammo or something like that seems to be a very standard kind of situation. Okay, just stay there. Hope for the best. Hope for the best once again. How do I manage things like that?
Yeah. Engine destroyed. Yeah. Damn.
That's not going to work. All right. You. We'll still try that. You can't see the Kraken can't see you. That's a great situation, actually. I will take most people not being able to see each other if I want to be able to run away and survive.
Alright, going for the swarm.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you guys are not going to be able to do much. You are a little bit out of the way. Keep doing what you're doing. I am not in a very. That's not where I wanted to be with this guy. Oh well. Let's try that. You shoot at the black Python. You shoot at the other group of elementals. You have no ammo. You might be able to hit the guy there. You might. That's not going to hit anything, and that's maybe. Let's see the results of this madness.
Survey says
Improved Gauss missed
everything on
once
fire.
again. Flashman misses with everything. Bandersnatch does kill a trooper. Defender swarmed. Well, basically means you've won.
Surrender. Oops. I accidentally killed one of my own. He's like, dude, they're over here.
But the battle armor. Well, let's see if there's still troopers left on the mech at the end of the turn. Then.
Yep.
Oh well,
no.
Cooper's
gyros.
Gyro just got taken out. Killed another
Man,
trooper. With... ERPPC.
That engine destroyed. Got one of the yellow jackets.
Well, it's very dead at this point. Yes. Falls on its front, suffering 21 damage. PPC malfunctions from crashing. That's terrible.
Blew off the right arm on one of the dragonflies.
From the turret, yeah.
Seriously jacked up that one tank in front of the
that Moltke sensors are gone. And hey, you didn't. No, you still did 64 damage from your Ag 40s.
Short range +4 bonus.
Elemental shooting at the Partisan. Partisan is immobile. Censor it. Bandersnatch falls over, and I think you still have at least one or two troopers on the.
That group is probably this group. Hold on, let me see. Elementals 12.
I mean, especially with the damage that it took to the head. I mean, if a guy shows up with an AP Gauss pointed to his head, he is going to surrender. Do a slash victory so I can slash defeat.
All right. Slash victory. Whew, that was getting down to the wire.
Yeah, I was. mean, at this point, the Longinus might have destroyed the Cooper's Black Python, just
Yeah,
stomping
yeah.
on it.
Cooper wakes up, sees a bunch of battle armors, Meg pulls out Avengers shotguns, like, all right, now we're doing this.
Who's next? He pulls out one of those Keltec guns with a barrel mag on the pistol and a rail from a shotgun and
KSG from hell.
a Flashman didn't do like anything this game, and it's not his fault. He was just in terrible spots every single turn.
Pray.
Physical attacks. I'm gonna skip because I don't have
Attacks.
much I can do.
Yep. I'm just skipping all of it.
All right. And you should have the little. You want a GIF of the game summary? That's a new feature.
That's new, yeah.
And it takes a massive amount of space because it's a video saved as a GIF rather than an MP4. They probably don't want to have a video encoder.
Yeah, I don't need that.
But
would you like to set record? Yes. Let's see.
I mean, you had 2 mechs crippled, 1 heavy damage, 1 moderate, 1 light. Who's the light damage? Probably one of your Vipers. One of your Black Pythons.
Yeah,
but I mean, even the Black Python, the other Black Python was starting to look a bit rough. So
I really need to stick the landing for those elementals on that turn.
Yeah. I mean, you still have the BV advantage on me, but this one was a lot closer than a lot of them ended up being. No, okay, no, I had the advantage for once. I had the BV advantage for once.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you had what?
8K BV more than you.
A little more than 7,000.
Which is not what I usually end up with. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the game a little bit, even though we had some technical issues due to power flickering. Probably on my fault altogether. But, well, yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you everybody later. There is a video on the Kraken releasing tomorrow, more than likely. So have fun. Bye-bye.